is a strong connection between the two countries. I interviewed an Iranian-American filmmaker whose mission it is to show support for oppressed Iranian women and Israel through murals. Human, great to see you back here in the studio. We've talked about your murals for many months. The latest one is really one of the most you're excited about, and we have it here back in the monitor. Tell us about it.
Thanks so much for having me, Chris. Yeah, this next mural, it's in Tel Aviv, and every time I do a mural, I get a little bit more bold. So what the first one was, you know, 4 women who were just united by their hair because they were all killed for showing their hair. In this one here, the 9th mural, what you have is not only 5 distinct pictures, you have a story. You have the story of God's plan for Iran. So this mural, as I said, is in Tel Aviv, starts off with Jeremiah 49:38, where God says, I will set my throne in Elam and destroy her kings and officials. Every time I tell somebody Elam is Iran, they don't believe me. Elam, the place where Cyrus the Great was born, the place where Queen Esther is buried, and the place where Daniel the prophet lived. Elam. This is Elam. So that's how the mural starts. Next to the map of Iran and Elam is Queen Esther. Okay? The whole book of Esther, because no preacher ever says this from the pulpit, takes place in Elam. It takes place in Iran. The whole book does. And above Queen Esther is Esther 4:14, which every preacher boils down to, you were chosen for such a time as this. Arguably the most famous verse within that book. Next to Queen Esther is a woman named Kosar. And Kosar won the silver medal in archery for Iran. But she protested along with the women. And as a result of protesting the Islamic regime, they have these little guns with pellets and they shot out one of her eyes. So I have her riding a lion with a bow and arrow in her hand. Strength, a true woman warrior. And above her is Hosea 11:10. And Hosea 11:10 basically says, when the lion roars, my children will come back trembling from the west. It's a call. It's a call. God saying to the Jews, return to the land. Next to Kosar is Shirel Haim-Pur. Shirel Haim-Pur is a Persian Jewish soldier who was killed by Hamas on October 7th. And it was her very last weekend as being an IDF soldier. And she decided to grab her gun and go into the battle. Hamas killed her, burned her body, made her unrecognizable. And so I put her in because she too is a strong female warrior. And then the last symbol is basically 2 hands. One hand is the flag of Jerusalem. The other hand is the Shah's flag, the flag with the lion holding a sword with the sun rising in his back, forming a heart. And above that, I put Jeremiah 49:39, which is basically God saying, I'm going to reestablish the fortunes of Elam. I'm going to destroy her kings and officials in 38. I'm going to reestablish her fortunes in 39. Because there are many goals with these murals. I want to inspire the people of Iran to keep fighting for their freedom. But really, I hope and pray that Iran and Israel will be friends again today as they have been for 3,000 years.
I don't think a lot of people understand that and know that there has been a historic ancient connection between the Persian people and the Jews.
Yeah.